Day one of CES was quite eventful, with the biggest piece of news coming from Nvidia, bringing new features and improvements to their AI-powered technologies. The biggest announcement was DLSS 4.5, which brings serious improvement to image quality while reducing jittering and visual artifacts. The best part is that it's available to all RTX users from the 20 series all the way to the 50 series, and it's available to download today. That said, the implementation isn't fully finalized yet. Right now, enabling it requires manually toggling it through the Nvidia app, and game developers still need to officially implement it to their titles. Then came multi-frame generation, which is now capable of generating up to 6 times the frames instead of 4. Nvidia claims this is possible thanks to DLSS 4.5, improving the quality of natively rendered frames, giving the AI-generated frames better data to work with. They also announced a new approach called dynamic frame generation. As the name suggests, this allows the GPU to dynamically decide how many AI-generated frames to insert based on the target frame rate. Personally, I think this is the healthiest way to use frame generation while keeping its downsides to a minimum. Do note that the multi-frame generation features are exclusive to RTX 50 series. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, if you're an RTX 20 or 30 series user, honestly, it's not much. Early testing shows that older GPUs can perform up to around 10% worse in raw frame rate when using DLSS 4.5, despite the improved image quality. RTX 40 series users are in better spot with a smaller performance impact, while the biggest beneficiaries are the RTX 50 series users who get access to all the latest features. Next up is Intel with their announcements of the Core Ultra Series 3, their next generation CPUs built on the 18A semiconductor process, Intel's most advanced node to date. The biggest talking point is the upgraded integrated graphics architecture based on the Arc B390 found in the higher end models like the Ultra X7 and the X9. It features up to 12 Xe3 cores and promises near entry-level discrete GPU performance, roughly in the ballpark of an RTX 4050 laptop GPU, while consuming significantly less power. Intel also claims up to 60% better multi-threaded CPU performance compared to the previous generation at a similar power level. The biggest winners here are clearly laptop users, with claims of up to 27 hours of media playback in light tasks, giving you better battery life and finally some reasonable playable gaming performance even on a thin and light laptop. And of course, no modern CPU launch is complete without AI features. Ultra Series 3 included a much larger and more capable NPU, delivering significantly higher tops for AI workloads. This benefits AI features, system responsiveness, and AI-driven graphics enhancements. While we're on CPUs, AMD almost completely missed the C in CES. Their biggest announcement was actually a server rack platform built around their next-gen Venice CPUs and MI455X GPUs. As expected, this is squarely aimed at AI and enterprise customers. Thankfully, we did get one consumer-focused announcement, the Ryzen 7 9850X3D. This builds on the incredibly successful 9800X3D platform with meaningful tuning and performance improvement. It's an 8-core, 16-thread CPU based on the Zen 5, featuring second-generation 3D V-cache, boost speeds up to 5.6 GHz, and 104 MB of total cache, all while keeping the same 120W TDP and the AM5 socket compatibility. This officially makes it the fastest gaming CPU in the world right now. Changing things up, Asus also had several notable announcements, with the biggest being the ROG X-Real R1 AR gaming glasses. They feature 240Hz micro OLED panels, a 57-degree field of view, and effectively give you a virtual 171-inch display you can take anywhere, along with the built-in Bose audio for spatial sounds. They're expected to release in the first half of 2026. But that's not all. Far from it, actually. Asus also showcased major updates to their gaming laptop lineup with the new Intel processors and RTX 50 series GPUs, a stunning pre-built gaming PC featuring holographic designs, elements, and advanced cooling with dedicated thermal chambers, noticeable improvements to their OLED and QD-OLED monitors, plus new motherboards, accessories, and gaming gear. I highly recommend watching Asus's full event highlights, which you'll find down below in the description. Moving over to TVs, LG came in strong with their new flagship TV lineup led by the OLED G6. It features a new primary RGB tandem 2.0 panel with hyper-radiant color technology, delivering higher brightness, improved color accuracy, and better contrast compared to last year's G5. LG claims up to 20% higher peak brightness, significantly improved reflection handling for bright rooms, and better color volume and HDR performance. All of this is powered by the new Alpha 11 AI processor Gen 3, which also improves upscaling, AI noise reduction, and motion handling. The mid-range C6, however, did not get quite the same love. Unlike the G6, it sticks with the standard OLED panels, similar to the C5 before it, but it does gain the new Alpha 11 Gen 3 processor, bringing image processing improvements over last year. Gamers will be happy to hear that LG now supports 4K at 165Hz over HDMI 2.1, alongside auto-low latency mode, Nvidia G-Sync, and AMD FreeSync support. On the other side, Samsung revealed a new QD OLED panel, now the brightest QD OLED TV panel ever shown, capable of reaching up to 4500 nits of peak brightness. That's an insane number for an OLED and helps narrow the gap between OLED and high-end mini LED TVs, which are traditionally much brighter. The models using the new panel are the S95H and S99H, while lower-tier OLED models continue to rely on WOLED LG panels. These are our top picks from day one of CES. We'll be covering more announcements over the coming days, so make sure you stay subscribed to find out more.